Basically have announced that they're introducing the new ranks to the game, Captain. And so I hit sort of Dale up a while back and said, when are they bringing the next rank out? I really, really hope it's something new and refreshing. I hope it's not just another 5% increase on HP and DPS. So at the minute, a lot of people, they said, are struggling to even get to Corporal and my Sergeant. I know a lot of top players, most of them have Corporal, some have a lot of Sergeants, but they are struggling to max out all the teams with Sergeant. When this feature came out, I did say to Dale that it's massively overpriced, 15,000 shards. And a lot of people have stopped buying crystals because there's no real need for them at the top level of the game anyway. And so there's no real way to get shards. But 15,000 shards for Sergeant is obviously extortionate. But they've said that obviously the next rank is going to be higher than that. Wow. But they said they're going to bring out some skips so you can skip ranks. And now for me, this is where the problem lies though. It's not with the skip, not with the cost, nothing. I understand that and I'll be intrigued to see what the skips do. Or not what they do, but you know, how often we get them, what events, is it just a cyber pass, will it replace other skips? Who's to know? Be interesting to see what happens with it. My concern is that you don't need this. You don't need it. If it's just a 5% increase in DPS and HP, trust me, guys, over the length of the battle, you're not really going to notice that much. And this is where sort of my philosophy of not ranking bots comes from. You know what? If you look at giving every one of your bots Captain and maxing every bot from 68 to 70, all that sort of adds up to quite a bit of extra oomph for your team. But you've got to think of the cost involved. Think of ranking every bot from 68 to 70. Say it's $20 or $40 to get a bot from 68 to 70. Times that by 8 for your war team. You know, 8 times $40, $20, say, let's just say $20. Let's keep it cheap even. I think it could cost a bit more than $20, but let's just keep it cheap. Just say 8 times $20, that's $160 just to get your bots to level 70. And then how much to get him up to a sergeant rank? To get 8 bots up to sergeant? Let's just say from corporal to sergeant, 15,000. Oh my god, you're talking hundreds of dollars. You're probably talking $1,000 to get 8 bots from 68 to 70 and get them to sergeant. Then you've got to go and get these skips in events and things like that to get them up to captain. So $1,000, let's call it, give or take, might be more than that, might be less. Let's call it $1,000 though. To give you 15% extra DPS, maybe 20% DPS and HP after you've ranked all your bots up. It's not going to make that much of a difference over battle, guys. I would work more on how you can perfect your playstyle and how you can give them more survivability and how you can get better combats for your team. A lot cheaper option and a lot better way. And so, unless they're going to add something different to this captain rank, I'm not even going to bother again. I'm not going to bother with it, same as I did sergeant. They need to bring something new than a DPS increase. They need, even if they put ability damage increase of 5%, that's still not going to entice me. It needs to be something like an ability 11. It needs to be something original, something different. Something where I'm like, oh, yeah, you know what? I really need that. It's something a bit enticing. Because 15% DPS and HP is not that much. It's not that much, honestly. You might think it is. But when you're talking, again, when you're talking an extra 70 DPS per bot, 70? Have you ever looked at a bot and gone, oh, 600 DPS? Oh, I'm not using that bot because that bot's got 670. No, you haven't. You've picked that bot on its ability and what its ability does, because half the map is cleared by your combiner and abilities, not by the natural DPS. And not a lot of people run time traps anymore because there's so many bots that just get through walls so easily. And most top players are beating bases with a minute on the clock. And so this extra DPS and extra HP is designed to be aimed at top players who don't need it, and the players that do need it, it's too high price for. And so sadly, I can't really give this captain rank a seal of approval unless it gives something absolutely crazy to your team, which I cannot see. So time will tell. We'll have to wait and see, and see what they come up with. But guys, if it is just HP and DPS increase, you get a skip for free in a side pass of an event. Brilliant, use it. If you don't bother, guys. It's massively overpriced.